Saturday, August 20th, 2022, coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormals, UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Friday, February 11th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. I am your host, as usual, dazed and confused. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Good morning, Ty. Good morning, Yelena. Good to see you. Man, the day's already started off rough. You can tell it's going to be one of my most jumpy days yet. I woke up at 5 o'clock, brought everything in here, thought, you know something, I don't have to start that stream for another 3 hours. I'm going to go lay back down. I'll hang out with the wife till she leaves for work, hang out with my daughter till she leaves for school, watch some TV with the wife. Then I'll come in here and get everything set up. I literally woke up 25 minutes ago. Wife didn't wake me up. Daughter didn't wake me up. I got to replace my alarm clocks. Cats didn't even wake me up. Good morning, Jan. Good morning, country girl. So needless to say, if my life was a camera, you guys would have been already laughing so hard you were peeing on yourself. Because I was running around this place like a chick with my head cut off, getting grandma's key taken care of, getting all her pills set up for her, getting the coffee pot fired up, getting the studio turned. Sure, it's a good, not sure. Morning, Doc. Yeah, mornings like this, and it's like I come in here and I turn on my StreamYard, and it don't want to recognize my mic, and I'm like, oh God. And on Friday, it couldn't do this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I had to do it on Friday. I've got Yelena coming on tonight. Now watch, my mic's not gonna work. And I sat here and I kept reading everything it said and stuff like that. And just all of a sudden I was like, how about if I just shut my phone off and turn it back on? And boom, it worked. So yeah, I hate mornings like this too. How the hell am I? I'm whooped, dude. This second vaccination, this second Moderna vaccination, so far has not made me sick. It's not really messed with me, but it's making me very tired. And you know, Wednesday I went to the doctor, I got the shot, then I sat up half the night Wednesday night with that overnight live investigation of the kitchen here at the house. last night I was on Danny's live stream because he had an old friend of ours that I interviewed a few months ago from Paranormal Brew. And then this morning it's like, I've not had a chance to slow down yet. It's my morning feels almost makes me want to eat a bullet. I'm never really like that. I don't ever think I get that bad off that I want to do that. But man, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing it works now. Yeah, it's a real good thing it works now. I think it will be. I think it will be, Elena. I'm pretty sure. Good morning, Ian. Hope you're doing good this morning, sir. You know, it seems like the first cup of coffee is always the best. You're gonna go fishing today. Wow. I'm hoping that when Big Fish actually gets moved up this way, that I'll be doing a little bit more fishing. Actually have somebody to go fishing with, and since he's only going to be living like 40 minutes south of me, I think we can get some fishing time in. But good luck. Good luck. Hope you don't hook into any of those Missouri fish that's bigger than you. Hey, Kaz. Good to see you, love. Hope things are good over in Wales this morning. Fine. Tactical Fud, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Or whatever you do, stay out of Washington. Hey, at least in Washington, you can walk over the border and get your food and stuff like that. On the 1st of March, when our American truck drivers joined the Canadian truck drivers on that convoy, we've already been warned. Stock up on your food stuff because the deliveries to your stores and things like that, your markets, might be few and far between. We're getting a huge delivery at our store tomorrow, and the manager, the one who does all the ordering and stuff like that, she ordered several boxes of or flats of my soda that I drink, because they said they don't know when the next deliveries are for sure going to be in. So she ordered several of them. Now I just got to scrape up the money to get them. I think she said she ordered me like 30 bottles or something like that, because she said it could be a couple months before they get another good sized delivery that's got everything in it. I was having a rough wait. I have a broke tooth. I have to break tooth and back. I pay what? I have to break tooth and back. I pay $50,000. Wow. Wow. I was having a rough time with my kiddos Wednesday. Their listening skills were broken. They're lifting all COVID restrictions into February in Wales. Well, good. Maybe we're going to finally see this thing leveling out instead of having the high points and the low points But I'm telling you right now, Kaz, don't be surprised, because when I was at the doctor on Wednesday, there are 2 brand new variants that they're keeping an eye on. One of them is coming out of Wuhan, China, and the other one is coming out of Asia somewhere. But one of them is just a little bit rougher than Omicron. And the one in Wuhan right now, I guess, is 1 out of every 3 people are dying from it. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Awesome live stream the other night. K2 was going off like crazy. That was really cool. And you know, I've still not had a chance to sit down and watch all 7 hours of that live stream from Wednesday night. I shot through it real fast last night, just to show the wife, you know, grandma running around carrying her walker and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah, I've not had a chance to. I mean, that's a lot. Dig Gun, good morning. Hope you're doing good this morning. Good morning, Candy. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. Yeah, look, I know there was some shadow people on there. It was very interesting. I'm gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and re-download the video on my computer and go through and scan all the word recognition, see if anything was picked up word wise or anything. I got a lot to do with that video. This morning's a little rough, and in general, I think okay. Pay attention to what's been going on. Still missing. I figured he would be. Figured he's gonna be missing for a while. Like, shared, tweeted, thank you, Candy. I appreciate that. I reckon we got 7 variants. Only on the 4th, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. But yeah, this, you know, I had, they're both gone now, but I had 2 uncles that were truck drivers. My dad's brother and my mom's brother were both truck drivers. My dad's dad was a truck driver for a while. I completely and fully support our over the road truck drivers, our short range truck drivers, all of that. You know, I'm not going to say that if this convoy goes through like they're saying it's going to, it's going to upset a lot of people. It's going to upset a lot of people because they can't get the stuff they need. They can't get their ready supplies or their food on time. People are just going to have to stock up, and they're going to have to understand that these truck drivers are doing what they're doing for a reason. So the most hilarious thing about it, though, from what I understand, is Trudeau is still hiding somewhere in Canada. He's not come back out, made any public appearances since he started putting these restrictions in place. Told the wife it kind of reminds me of the episode of South Park where the new Prime Minister of Canada passes a law that all Canadian citizens must return to Canada, and all Canadian children who have been adopted outside of Canada need to be returned to their birth parents. And when the boys get to Canada and try to figure out why, you know, they come to find out that the Prime Minister took away all of the Mounties horses. They took away the Newfoundlanders wine. did all this, and they finally, it's a Wizard of Oz kind of thing. They finally get to the Emerald City, and there's the big statue, and they open up the curtain, and it's Saddam Hussein behind the curtain. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Dumb laws. Morning, Tony. Hope you're doing good. Those you material with number 2. Look at facts. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. Yeah, Tony. Exactly. Exactly. And it's funny that you mentioned the whole prepper thing, because when all this stuff started a year ago, I'm going to say when all of this stuff started, I told the wife, I said, we need to start stocking up on those necessities that we need every day. When we get a chance, we need to buy extra food. Something's going to happen. And, this is kind of sort of related to it with the convoy and stuff like that. And, now the wife's saying, I don't know what we're going to do if we can't get the food to the store. We have one store in town. And, me being the caring, loving, supportive husband that's always trying to be uplifting and stuff like that. I try to look back over to TV, and I'm like, I should have listened to me, shouldn't you? Not the thing to say to your wife. I've come to find out that pointing out their shortcomings or their flaws, not intelligent. A remote control hurts in the back of the head. Let's see here, waiting on the gunfire. It's not going to get that bad for a while, but it's moving that way. Hard to prep a lot if you're broke. Exactly. And that's the whole thing when we don't have the money to do that. I mean, you guys know what we've been through with me getting COVID, the wife getting COVID, her being off work, her income being cut back, the stuff that happened with the channel before the first of the year, my income being completely cut out. I mean, I say all the time, yeah, okay, so I only made $250, $275 a month when the old channel was up and running. But I've come to find out that $200 a month can almost, but not quite, fill your freezer up. Well, partially, if you buy French fries and just, stuff that's going to sustain you. You don't necessarily have to fill it up with protein, but I cannot, look, you cannot hunt with Grumpy. Grumpy is not, loads were made differently in 1880 than what they are now. And if I shot a normal load out of Grumpy, I would probably blow the barrels up. I can fire blank loads all day long with her, but because there's no pressure behind that. The modern loads are made completely different. And because I thought about taking her out and actually shooting with her. And yeah, you can't fire a load out of her. She'll blow up. The Damascus barrels and stuff. You're talking about a lot of age in there, bud. She's over 100 and 130 years old. Yeah, Tony, I'm beginning to wish that I had a couple of them around here. Another great suggestion, Tony, but once again, you've got to have money to do stuff like that. And even with her pulling regular paychecks, she is still single-handedly supporting a family of 5 or a family of 4. and a house and everything else. We don't have the extra money for that stuff. I'm on my 4th cup of inspiration. I'm still on my 1st. I am still on my 1st. .44 mag handguns. I think I think I'd be happy with one decent handgun, one decent rifle. I would be I'd be set. I'd be ecstatic. I'd be the happiest little freaking nutball in the happy house. Mark and I were talking about going out and shooting. A few days ago, he had mentioned waiting for summer to get here, waiting for spring to get here so we could go out and shoot. And I told him, I said, I don't have any modern firearms to go out and shoot with. I'd absolutely love to, but I can throw bullets at the target. Yeah, see, and that would be the perfect gun for me because I already got the holsters to fit them. So yeah, those 44 mags would be really cool. One would be lonely. Okay, 2, because I do have 2 holsters. So I know how to hunt fish, grill right stuff I could eat. Oh yeah, most definitely. Good morning, Santee. Hope you're doing good this morning, sir. In case anybody was wondering, my kid's half-sister's dad has been missing over a month. He was last seen in my kid's mom's neck of the woods. She was last to see him before he disappeared. Yeah, one must also keep in mind that the kid's mom's current boyfriend at the time of her incarceration threatened Tyler's life and right in front of his kids. So if you're going to tell a story, tell the whole story. Don't leave people hanging. And now the rest of the story. So kid, you could hunt with those cap and ball revolvers. Yeah, if I had gunpowder and lead. If I had gunpowder and lead. And, you know, a way to melt my lead down, manufacture my ammunition and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I know, Ty. I was just teasing, but I was just teasing. But it is Friday. It is finally the end of the week. I'm going to throw a little bit more light on this subject because I can't see me. Well, Tony, I'll tell you what, bud, if I ever become independently wealthy or something like that, I'll be more than happy to buy a couple of those off of you. I will be more than happy to buy a couple of those off of you. And I'll actually when I do gussy myself up and dress up a little bit, I will gladly put those on my hips instead of carrying the cap and balls. You won't sell them? I regret buying them, but I won't sell them. I don't regret it that much. They look very nice in my collection. Her new boyfriend said my girls were going to watch me die. Yeah. So my favorite deer hunt with 308 was scope. It's different. I haven't done it since my divorce 9 years ago. Well, see, that's what I was going to do this year. Last year was, I was doing my best to try to get a hold of a Hawkins 50 caliber that I could deer hunt with. So I had a place right here, just a couple miles outside of town, where I could deer hunt. And believe me, he's getting deer hand over fist. I think he got 9 last year, and I think he went on and got either 9 or 10 this year. And he's got 2 freezers out in the garage, processes them himself, wraps them, takes all of his scrap meat in, and gets big rolls of summer sausage made. All of his other meat, he wraps and puts right in his freezers. They pretty much live off venison. Now I'm about 44, and I know that I had to buy Outlaws, and 45, I would have bought the other 2, 45 instead of 44. Don't forget, guys, tonight we have Yelena from Wolf Haunts Paranormal in Finland. She'll be our guest this evening at regular time, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's like 1 a.m. for her. But we're going to have us a good conversation anyway. Hopefully she'll get a nap in today sometime, so she's rested up tonight. I know right now I just want to crawl back in bed, go back to sleep. That last injection on Wednesday, thank God it didn't make me sick. I'm glad it didn't make me sick like it does some people. But man, I'll tell you what, it don't just hurt where you got the shot. My whole upper arm hurts, and I am just tired as all get out. The big finish to the week. Yep. That's exactly what it is. That would have been a cool title too. Where were you at 4 days ago when I titled that live stream? Just came back in from collecting eggs and cleaning the coop. Cool. Cool. I know it's kind of odd to be able to have you on here in the mornings, Janice. It's nice. I like that. Crazy. That's awesome. Your granddaughters. Oh, yeah. And knowing Tony's granddaughters, they all know how to shoot anyway. Where was I? Someplace disappointing Jesus. My grandmother used to say something like that all the time when I was little. She would say, "Now, do you realize you're making Jesus and the angels cry?" Oh, thanks. The weight of the universe is laying on the fact that I just took the last piece of chocolate cake. Thanks, Grandma. All right, time to heat her back up. Second cup. It's really funny. I would have never thought for a second at 5 o'clock that I would have went back in and laid down and slept for almost 2 more hours. Let alone the fact that, you know, our daughter gets ready for school. She comes in there and sits with her mom all morning long. They're laughing, watching TV, joking, romping around the bed, playing with the cats. I slept through it all. I slept through everything. Daughter was already gone for school. Wife was gone over an hour when I woke up. I got to sit up in the bed and I'm like, huh? Then I look at the clock and well, needless to say, I almost lost control of my bodily function when I seen what time it was. It's like, oh dear God, I have to go get the stream set up. I have to go get the coffee pot going. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't have the bad reaction too. Like, it's been all over the news. Some people are just sicker than hell for like 4 days. Some people just have flu-like symptoms. Some people have severe headaches, muscle aches, things like that. Some people, are just tired. Some people it don't affect at all. Let me finish off my coffee. I got to make it a little extra special. La, 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 Now we come over here to the really extra special, the Irish cream. Blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Extra special coffee. Let me see here. Oh yeah, most definitely dead to the world. Rusty is firing up already. There's Drifter Thrifters. It's 7 a.m. That's after 8 years. So believe it or not, I got somebody that lives clear over in Well, they lived clear over in. Well, no, I still got one in Washington State. It's what? Well, just now 5:30 over there. So yeah, I can agree. 7 o'clock for some people, kind of early. Let me get back up here. Let's get this history thing started. 1766, Stamp Act declared unconstitutional in Virginia. 1768, Samuel Adams' letter circulates around American colonies opposing the Townshend Act taxes. 1790, Society of Friends petitions Congress for abolition of slavery. Get it into way sicker. Yeah, talk about them exactly. Shot of JD. Coffee is lush. Oh, tell me about it. 1794, first session of U.S. Senate opens to public. Crap. Selfish gunslinging, paranormal investigating malfeasance. 1808, anthracite coal first burned as fuel, experimentally, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. If I had a way to pour the coffee into this machine and dispense it to all you guys, I most definitely would. I have enough. 1809, Robert Fulton patents steamboat. Hey, Rob slipped in there somewhere. There he is. Morning, Rob. You slipped in between two today in histories. Hope you're doing all right, bud. Happy Friday to you. 11:30 p.m. there. Where are you at, Drifter? 1811, President Madison prohibits trade with Britain for third time in 4 years. Sorry, my welcoming skills are a little rusty this morning. 1812, Massachusetts Governor Elbridge Gerry signs restricting bill first gerrymander. Not to be confused with a Michigander. Every once in a while, we'll get some world history thrown in there. Every once in a while. That's what I want to try Black Rifle coffee. Black Rifle coffee is good. It's real good. I need to try some of that Gun Barrel coffee. They're a local coffee maker, I guess. They sponsor a lot of Danny's stuff with Southern Michigan Paranormals, Kalamazoo Ghostbusters, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, Unrestricted Paranormal. They're sponsors of his, and the way he talks, it's just as good as Black Rifle, if not a little better. And it's the same deal. It's made by vets. Money sold from each package goes back to vets. So yeah, I got to try me some Gun Barrel too. I've had Black Rifle, and it's real good stuff. 1837, American Psychological Society organizes in Boston. 1852, first British public female toilets open, Bedford Street, London. I do some cool. Oh yeah, I think you do some really cool Michigan history, bud. 1854, for the first time, coal gas is used to light major streets in San Francisco. Good morning, Bigfoot. Happy Friday to you. Glad to have you, my friend. Got up yet to get coffee. I have blown on the barrel of a muzzle loader after firing. It isn't appealing. Yeah. Just depends on whether or not you like the taste of sulfur. 1861, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln takes train from Springfield, Illinois to Washington, D.C. 1861, U.S. House unanimously passes resolution guaranteeing non-interference with slavery in any state. That worked out well for him, didn't it? Thank you for the history, you gun-toting rapscallion. I fear sulfur makes me think potentials in eternity. Why, yes. Yes, it does. Too many pew-pews behind me. I'm a reenactor. I shoot. Yeah, I didn't know there was such a thing as too many pew-pews, but my vid on Mr. Chicken already has 350 views, just released Wednesday. Very good. That's cool. That's cool. 1878, first U.S. Bicycle Club, Boston Bicycle Club forms. Good morning, Terry. Hope you're doing good out there on the East Coast today. Assholes have been up traffic ever since. On another note, I get to pick up 7 new chicks next Wednesday. Cool. Cool. You can never have too many chicks in your life. Just don't name them. Don't name the livestock. Once you give it a name, you become emotionally attached to it. And then you've got 60 pets running around instead of 60 potential food sources. 1895, Georgetown became part of Washington, D.C. Before the rugby union tomorrow, we're playing Scotland. You're excited about playing Scotland? I think that might be the fight of Wales' life. That laying here on the desk, loaded. 1897, White Rose Mission opens on East 97th Street, New York City. 1899, minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit, Washington, D.C. 1899, minus 61 degrees Fahrenheit in Montana. They'll get names. I only get them for eggs. Oh, okay. All right. I guess that's all right then. I hope the hell that means chickens. Yeah, chickens. Chickens. My new celebrity grave is definitely different. Here's the link if anyone's interested. Yeah, definitely check out. If you have never checked out any of Michigander Man's videos, definitely check out his videos. He puts a lot of research into finding very interesting locations to film, and his celebrity grave videos are very, very popular. So definitely check him out. However, if and when I get a calf, it won't have a name. Be meant for the freezer. Not true, Drew. I myself have told many a girl that I wanted to. Yeah. Okay. I can understand that. Six Nations is brilliant as long as we beat England. Name the calf Big Mac or Whopper. There you go. Those are always appropriate names. You name it Chuck. Tommy gave me a hard time about my newest video. Two-parter coming. In 1903, U.S. Congress adopts the Expedition Act, which authorizes the Attorney General to expedite antitrust cases through the courts. Or if you want to go hood, T-bone. There you go. Reflecting growing popular support for President Theodore Roosevelt's trust-busting campaign. Dinner's okay. Dinner's fine. I used to tease Doc all the time when we chatted on a daily basis about his cows and their sheep and their chickens. I told him one chicken needs to be named Noodles. The other one needs to be named Dumplings. The other one needs to be named Casserole. There was one little cute black one I would have named Popeye. 1907, passenger ship Larchmont sinks in Block Island off Rhode Island. 322 die. Wow. 1916, Baltimore Symphony Orchestra presents its first concert. Name it fast food. Yeah, because it runs. 1916, Emma Goldman arrested for lecturing on birth control. I don't know when it was. Being Kentucky and two being fried. Gotta go. Oh, guys, gotta go. Got visitors, so I'll catch up with you tonight or Monday. Cool, Kaz. Cool. Don't forget, we have our guest tonight from over there in Finland. She'll be on at 7 o'clock, regular time, 7 o'clock our time. But she'll be on tonight to chat about ghost hunting and stuff in Finland. So that should be what got her into it, what has scared the hell out of her since she started, and what she's laughed at. So if we don't see you tonight, we'll catch you Monday morning. Another two-parter coming. 1918, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson makes another speech before Congress and announces the 4 principles: freedom of navigation, an end to secret diplomacy, and similar items that supplement his 14 points. Very cool. Stop. Cover time. Everything you drink, it's got to be real sweet. Makes you so alert and magic on your feet. 1921 Ambassador Theater opens at 215 West 49th Street in New York City. Oh, my first couple cups every single morning, Tony. My first 2 cups only. I always do sugar and some kind of fancy schmancy creamer. Normally I drink Irish sweet cream. This week I am drinking Irish cream. But always my first 2 cups. After that, black as night. Let me see here. Number 1 in the charts, 1922, April Showers by Al Jolson hits number 1. Jay's getting ready to block out his weeks of vacation. We're going to try to get up there in August for the convention. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. That would be awesome if you guys could. As a matter of fact, we've been at this for 49 minutes. We are going to toss in a quick commercial about the convention.
Saturday, August 20th, 2022, coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormal's UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society. Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
All right. There we go. And it's poorhouse, not whorehouse. It's poorhouse. Let's see here. 1929, Eugene O'Neill's Dynamo prepares in New York City. Sure, coffee gave me an ulcer. Not having my sugar, or not having that little dose of sugar that I need to energize me for the morning, gives me an ulcer. Let me see here. 1932, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, highest temperature ever recorded in Cleveland in February. 1935, hey, stop it. 1935 U.S. first U.S. airplane flight with auto slung beneath fuselage. Blah. 1936, pumping begins to build Treasure Island in San Francisco Bay. He's actually looking forward to it. Can't believe he's excited about something paranormal related. Well, you know, it's something that you love to do. He goes out and films with you, but you know, you do all the you do the video thing. You're really into it. It gives all of us a chance to meet up and hang out together. It's a win-win situation. Plus, you guys get a chance to get up north a little bit and quit looking at the same scenery all the time. 1937, 44-day sit-down strike at General Motors in Flint, Michigan. I would gag on sweet coffee. Shh. Stop putting stuff at the top of my screen. 1938, world's first science fiction TV program, a broadcast of the play of R.U.R. by Carol Kapik. 1943, U.S. General Eisenhower selected to command the Allied armies of Europe. British General Montgomery not pleased. Well, you know, and in August, it's really honestly not that bad here, but I understand why. You know, north is wrong, because you're looking really forward to moving south. Getting your cabin and everything set up, getting your homestead set up. Dude, I'm so happy for you. I think I could poop kittens right now, claws and all. I'm so excited for you and your wife to get the homestead set up and get moved down there. That's going to be really cool. 1945, first gas turbine propeller driven airplane flight tested in Downey, California. It is fun history. There's a lot of cool history. And Rusty always seems to find it. The son is going to use speech to text. Shh. That was priceless. I have to agree with that. Tony's right. When Rusty would talk to text, it was so funny. 1949, Love Sick Blues, single released by Hank Williams. Cashbox Best Hillbilly Record of the Year, Billboard Song of the Year, 1949. 1950, Rag Mop by the Ames Brothers hits #1. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to get down there, start getting things set up. As long as the weather holds off in southern Missouri, you should be able to get that thing set up in no time flat. As determined as you are, ain't nobody going to be seeing Tony for a while, because he's going to be working like a Hebrew slave getting his pyramids built. Well, I'm not moving to Tennessee anymore. We'd still like to have a cabin, but we're looking a little closer to Columbus. Toledo's nice. 1953, Jay Stein and Bob Hiller's musical Hazel Flag opens at Mark Hellinger Theater, New York City for 190 performances. 1953, President Eisenhower refuses clemency appeal for Rosenberg couple. Thanks. But if you move to Toledo, you might see Klinger. I can't do that much. There'll be a lot of breaks. No, JJ, I don't like people. That's why he's moving out in the middle of BFE. All he's got to deal with is skunks, rackety coons, and deer, and his wife. But she's manageable. Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio is like being nowhere at all. Damn, having grandkids in the future. And I really honestly hope that she was not there to hear me call her manageable. Because if there is one thing life has taught me about women, none of them are manageable. They are their own little creatures. God love them. It's the way they are. Been to Toledo. Wait a second. I don't like people either. Wait. This thing froze up for a second, so I lost a lot. Why would anyone move to Toledo? Klinger. Lebanese food. 1957, KUMV-TV Channel 8 in Williston, North Dakota begins broadcasting. He lives in the mountains, but they is bud. Been to Toledo, kind of boring. John Denver song. Well, then you would be welcome. There you go. Oops. Let me see here. Back armed with coffee. 1958, Ruth Carroll Taylor is first African-American woman hired as flight attendant, Ithaca, New York. That type of country, I only want to see wildlife. 1958, WTVC TV Channel 9 in Chattanooga, Tennessee begins broadcasting. Okay, Katie, so bring the coffee. See anything in the kitchen Wednesday night? Yes. Yes, there was a lot of activity out of the K2 meter. There were definitely some shadows that cannot be explained and some noises that didn't have anything to do with grandma coughing up a lung. However, it was funny when she went scampering out in the kitchen 3 or 4 different times, carrying her walker instead of walking with it. Until I finally had to go out there and ask her how she liked being in my video. So I'm filming the whole kitchen right now. You're in my video. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, we picked up quite a bit. I still need to go through all 7 hours of the stream and see exactly what all we did get. I was in Toledo in the mid-70s. I was less than impressed. I've actually been around Toledo. I've never been in Toledo before. Fort Meigs, Ohio, the old 1812 fort, frontier fort out there, is just south of Toledo, quite a little bit, and it's right on the Maumee River. Beautiful, beautiful area right through there. That's about as close as I've ever been to Toledo, or honestly, as close as I care to get to Toledo. 1963 CIA Domestic Operations Division created. There's Paul. Good morning, Paul. Hope you're doing good this morning. These damn things are quick. That meter never stopped. No, it didn't. It didn't. It was definitely showing activity. She looked at the camera a few times. I noticed her carrying the walker. Yeah, the wife was just laughing. She's like, "What the hell is she doing?" My wife sounds like Peanut when she says, "What the hell?" Jeff Dunham's puppet. My wife will say, "What the hell?" 1964 Beatles' first live performance in U.S. Washington, D.C. Coliseum, which is really kind of fitting after the video I released yesterday on the band everybody thought was the Beatles. Mystery is a Magical Tour. The band the world believed was the Beatles. That's actually a really interesting video. I was glad to do that one. I grew up with Beatles music and stuff, and it was right along the time. I was only just a couple years old when the Beatles broke up, and I was 8 years old when this new band debuted that everybody thought was the Beatles. Name changes, band name change. There was a lot of similarities between different things that the band was doing and the Beatles and the things they had done in the past. So it really, really threw a lot of people for a loop. Paul isn't showing up on my feed. I don't catch the morning streams as often. No, but you show up, and that's all that matters. Even if you don't see me. Good morning, Robert. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. 1968, Jeffrey Kramer survives 76-meter jump, Washington Bridge, Hudson River, New York. She's got a love bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like a rolling stone. Yeah, I got to get with Paul and see if we can get him scheduled to pop up here some Friday night here in the near future and chat with him a little bit about his interests and stuff. 1968 Madison Square Garden. 3 closes. Madison Square Garden 4 opens. Good day to you too, Tony. Dude, I would love to be at Madison Square Gardens for the PBR finals. I remember seeing the PBR back in 2000 in Houston. And that was probably the most exciting event I've ever been to in my life. Loved it. Loved it. 1970, 26.37 centimeters, 10.38 inches of rainfall, Mount Washington, New Hampshire. 1974, Titan Centaur rocket test launch fails. I saw PBR in Nampa, Idaho. Na, 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 yeah. You gotta love. Yeah, I don't remember that. I was only 6 years old. Nothing like watching bull snot flung into the stands. It's exciting. 1974, Henry Kissinger unveils Nixon administration's 7-point Project Independence, plan to make the U.S. energy independent. Now, why are you acting up? Stop acting up. It is 37 degrees out here. It stays like this all day long. Most of our snow will be gone. Rodeo clowns are really funny. Rodeo clowns, man, I'll tell you what, those are the stars of the show that don't get near the credit they deserve. They literally put their butts on the line out there in that arena. Yeah, Candy, I'm the same way. I used to love to watch PBR on TV. Not that many places to watch it anymore. There for a while, there was actually a professional rodeo channel where you could watch different rodeos from around the country anytime. And there's not that many channels out there. 1975, TV drama Sarah T. Portrait of a Teenage Alcoholic starring Linda Blair premieres on U.S. network NBC. We have 39, supposed to go to 50. Woohoo! 42 here yesterday. It was a heat wave. We got up to 29 yesterday. 1976, Clifford Alexander Jr. confirmed as first African-American U.S. Secretary of the Army. Cowtown Rodeo, New Jersey. That'd be cool. Used to watch the channel, but no, a long time now. I just keep TV on the web channel. All our snow is gone. It's 51 yesterday, today. Saturday is going to be mid-50s. Wow. Yeah, it was actually snowing again yesterday for a little bit. I mean, we've lost quite a bit of our snow, but through the night, Wednesday night into mid-morning Thursday, it snowed here, and it was the wet packing snow. So that just made things slick again where it had already melted and then refroze, and you had that wet packing snow sitting on top of ice on the roads and stuff. 1978, 16 Unification church couples wed in New York City. It's 41 here where I'm at right now. Wow. Yeah, you got about 5 degrees warmer than we do. 1979, 43 million watch Elvis on ABC. 1983, fourth largest snowfall in New York City history, 18 inches. That's the fourth largest, 18 inches. Wow. I think 1990 and no 19 when did we move out? 1982. 1982 in central Indiana, we had almost 36 inches fall in one snowstorm, and 2 days later got another 18 inches on top of that, which of course is nothing compared to 78, but still. Was I dressed? 14 here. Yeah, that's where our temperatures have been for the last probably 5 days. Is down in the teens. We've had a couple 4-degree mornings. We've had some 7-degree mornings. Wind chills -15. It's a nice thing about living in the crotch of the Great Lakes. You never know what to expect. 1984, 10th NASA Space Shuttle mission, Challenger 4 returns to Earth. 1987, U.S. performs nuclear test at that place out west with glass sand and 75-pound tarantulas. Heck, I survived the blizzard of 78. I was 10 years old, Jan. Believe me, I remember the blizzard of 78. I've told you guys about what our house looked like there. Appointment of interest, 1988, Anthony Kennedy appointed to U.S. Supreme Court. 1989, Barbara Clementine Harris, consecrated first female bishop, Episcopalian. Those crazy Episcopalians, man. Female bishop. Unheard of back then. Pretty regular now. I was 18 years old. Wow. Like a whole 8 years older than me. All right, guys, you know what time it is. Time for an outhouse run. Y'all keep rolling. We'll be back in a second. Wah. Wah. Interest. 1993, President Clinton selects Janet Reno to be the first female U.S. Attorney General. (1994) Space Shuttle STS-60 lands. Hey, fishing, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing good this morning. Happy Friday. Cannot you survive the snowstorm of 78? I was sitting in a bar watching it snow. Then I walked home this day. Not sure how I found my house. 1995 Space Shuttle STS-63 lands. The winter of 78 was weird. I'll tell you what, the way the snow blowed and how it drifted was weird because the wind came from the west. So the east side of all the houses had the huge drifts going, a lot of them going from the peak at the roof all the way out and across the street to your neighbor's place. But you look at your neighbor's house and it had some snow stuck to it, but you walk to their backyard and once again, you've got that huge drift going from the peak of their house all the way out to the middle of their yard or into the neighbor's yard even. I'm just glad we've not experienced anything like that again, because we know how easy people freak out, and having another year like 78, there'll be people stroking out. They won't know what to do. I was 18, must be the same age. Drew dropped a like. Happy Friday. Hey, Joe. Thank you much, bud. I appreciate that. Happy Friday to you, too. Again, guys, don't forget, we have got Yelena from Wolf Haunts Paranormal as our guest tonight. Regular time, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She is going to be streaming live from Finland, letting us know what paranormal investigating's like in Finland, investigations that she's gone on that have not lived up to the rumors, investigations she's gone on that has scared the bejesus out of her. So do not forget about her tonight. She was just in here a little bit ago hanging out. Want to make her feel like part of the family. My girlfriend ran me over in the storm of 78. Well, ran you over. Did you marry her? Should have. 1997 STS 82 launches. 62 the 1st of July this year. 1998 KVBC FM Las Vegas offers Monica Lewinsky $5 million for an interview. Y'all are the paranormal, and we watch you, and you two make for a good movie. Believe it or not, Tommy and I have actually talked about working on a movie. A very, very low budget thing. Don't get us wrong. It's all going to be done by us. We're going to have friends doing all the acting in it and stuff. Back when Tommy first started, he did short films, and he even tried his hand at like silent short films. But we are discussing doing a short movie this year, something funny, of course, pertaining to, you know, the whole comedy side to the paranormal. And actually, between us, the idea I'm working on is a spoof to the Blair Witch Project, but it's not going to have anything to do with the Blair Witch. I promise. I wouldn't do that to you. 1998 lyrics to Candle in the Wind. Where'd it go? Oh, auctioned for $442,500. Wow. 1999, Pluto moves further away from the sun than Neptune, regaining its status as solar system's outermost planet. The title will retain for 228 years. No, it won't, because Pluto's not even a planet anymore. It went out so far they decided not even to make it a planet anymore. (2016) sixth Democratic presidential candidate debate broadcast on CNN and PBS and held in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beanie Babies. 2019 artificial intelligence system meant to assist diagnosis in the future, pitted against physicians in test to diagnose 600,000 patients in results published in Nature Medicine, AI1. 2020, Bernie Sanders wins the New Hampshire Democratic primary. (2020) U.S. Attorney General William Barr recommends cutting suggested sentence of Roger Stone, prompting prosecutors to resign. 2021, U.S. President Joe Biden rescinds the national emergency order used by Donald Trump to fund the border wall with Mexico, which is really cool because that's where about 1/8 of your taxes was going to go, was finishing that monstrosity. And that is all for Today in History with Rusty Allen. Thank you, Rusty, for another good day. There was some funny stuff in there. There was pretty serious stuff. There was some funny stuff in there. You can always count on you to, make people smile when you're doing that. And look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. And Rusty has told me before he didn't think that many people enjoyed Today in History. He quit doing it, and the numbers fell like 4 people. They only come in here for Today in History. They don't even come in here to see me anymore. They come in here to hear what you got to say. One of these days, I might actually have Rusty come up on screen with me to read his own Today in History. That way y'all can just sit and look at Rusty. But happy Friday to everybody anyway. I'm glad everybody could pop in and join us this morning. Like I said, it was a terrible start to the day. This second Moderna injection, luckily, thank God, it did not completely and totally kick my butt like I thought it was doing yesterday morning. I thought I was going to start getting the real bad, icky, sick side effects yesterday morning, but it passed within just a few minutes. More than anything, I am feeling the tiredness And it's not just the shot area that hurts. Everything from my shoulder all the way to my elbow just feels throbbing, painful. No, fishing. Well, yeah, I got the boosters to go, but my doctor. When I asked the nurse about it the other day, my first booster's not for another 6 months. So I'm good. I'm good with the booster thing for now. Thank God, because I'll tell you what. I sat there with my nurse on Wednesday, and I ran down the list. I said, she goes, now you could possibly have some side effects from this. I just want you to be warned that. I said, is this going to be like the 80, 89, 11 with people like wishing they were dead? Is this going to be like the 75, 25 people just being sicker than hell for like 3 or 4 days? I said, is it going to be, and I just ran down the percentages. She says, just depends on the person. I'm like, great. She said, more so than anything, people complain about muscle aches, being very, very tired. And that's normally about what we hear the most of them. Okay. Luckily, that's what I got. So in 78 year, I was paroled. I stayed at my girlfriend's house, had to drive home the next morning. As the storm was in full forward, we got stuck on a back road, got out to push. Wow. I can't imagine what it was like out there on the East Coast. I know what it was like in Indiana, but I cannot for a second imagine what it was like out there on the East Coast. I've seen pictures from around the eastern part of the country during the winter of 78, and that right there, by the grace of God, we've not experienced anything like that since then. I was too, living in Elkhart, have pics. Yeah, up here, up in this part of northern part of Indiana, throughout Michigan, I can imagine how hellacious it was with lake effect snow. We didn't have a lot of lake effect snow in central Indiana, but still, we got hit. If it would have been a little bit more of a packing snow, we could have skied from the peak of our house to our neighbor's front door. It was that huge of a drift. Well, I've told you guys, we had to go and open the garage door up and tunnel out, taking wagon loads of snow and dumping it on the back patio through the garage, from the front overhead garage door out the back door of the garage, and dumping it in the yard where there was barely any snow at all. And then we had to tunnel out and tunnel to the front door of the house so my mom could open the screen door up to get out the front door of the house. The 4x4 was completely covered. My mom's car was completely covered. And we're talking completely covered. We're talking snow 8-10 feet above the roof of the cars, going clear out across the road. We got 2 inches of snow last night. Oh, the booster kicked your butt. Wow. I heard there's not been very many people complain about side effects from the boosters. Good morning, Justin. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. 2 inches of snow last night up on Huron at Sonny's place. Ooh, it's 36 down here right now. I'm amazed how nice it feels outside right now. I did a lot of snowmobiling, pissed off many a cop. So I'm behind my van pushing while she drove, rocking the van, freed it when it was in reverse. So Dolores, seeing it move, keeps her foot on the fuel pedal. Thankfully, I caught the bumper. God. Trying to use your torso for traction to get out of that spot that she was stuck in. Just a heads up too, guys. I wanted to let everybody know we're moving in on 3 weeks since my phone went down. Chances are I'm probably going to lose the phone number that I have. Scratch out 1,000 phone numbers on business cards and put brand new phone numbers now. But I still haven't been able to get the phone turned back on. So if I do go ahead and lose the number next week, then I will definitely try to get a hold of folks, the ones that text and message and stuff like that, and let them know what the new number is going to be. Monday, the 14th of Valentine's, 14th of February is Valentine's Day. Everybody gives cards to everyone and hugs too. It'd be nice if the whole world just sat down and hugged each other sometimes. Yeah, exactly, Terry. That's what I was thinking when he was talking about her putting that thing in reverse and pushing down the fuel pedal. It's like, oh crap. Well, thank God he's still with us at least. You're moving in 3 weeks. What's your phone number? Will be. I'm not moving. My phone's been shut off, and you could only go about a month with your phone being out of service before they take your phone number away. They reissue it to somebody else. So, you know, chances are I'll be losing the phone number that I currently have, and when I do get the phone turned back on, be issued a brand new phone number. In my book, it's just another day that my sugar goes up. Just another day for me. Valentine's Day has no meaning. Just another day. I'll send you a Valentine candy. I always love candy on Valentine's Day. 35 days in Kalamazoo Living History Show. Oh, I know. I can't wait, bud. I can't wait. Another reason I've been trying to get into trying to find some money and stuff. We got the Living History Show coming up. First one we've had in 3 years. There's going to be all kinds of deals there. People are going fat poop crazy trying to get rid of some of that merchandise that they've been holding on to for 3 years. $35, what it costs to get my phone service back on. I didn't see, just woke up. Only thing Valentine's means to me is a lot of flower deliveries. Tell your husband you want flowers for Valentine's Day. Tell him you want flowers and candy and dinner and other cool lovey-dovey shit. You deserve it. You deserve it. Yeah. Oopsie. There. I know I'm going to be there, bud. I know I'm going to be there. Probably me, uh, Big Mike that I normally camp with. I think Danny's going to be there. Um, I hate going in there. I hate going in that place with no money because there's so many freaking deals, dude. There were long guns for sale when I was there last time, like percussion rifles, flintlocks, pistols, $100, $150, $175. Nice guns, handmade guns, but guns people have held on to for years. I don't know, Fish. Um, that's about the only way. Anyone keeping up with 1883? Oh, religiously, dude. Since my wife, um, started watching that, that has become one of her most favorite shows on television. It's the first time I've ever seen her excited about a Western series. And it just blows me away how excited she is over that show. She yells at me, I'm getting ready to start watching the newest episode of 1883. Are you coming? Yep. It warmed up here like that, but yesterday turned into a blizzard. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. Yeah, I normally, and thank you, Fishing, for offering to help. I normally pay it right off my card. My card is on record with Boost. So I just normally pay it right off my card. I gotta watch it. Rusty looks at, dude, Paul. That show is excellent, man. It's got, I mean, granted, they've got a couple little historic things that aren't exactly 100% accurate, but the show in general is, I was blown away by it. I mean, you heard a lot of people talking about Hell on Wheels when it came out, how great it was. And I really enjoy 1883 more than I've enjoyed any other Western series in a long time. Sam named her Yellow Hair of the Plains, acts more like Yellow Wolf. She is a young girl looking for love in a place where there's not very many options. But yeah, she is. It's on Paramount, Candy. Paramount Plus. One of the kiddos got sent home. Oh God. Now, when they send them home, Ty, how do they send them home? Do they make them walk? Do they have somebody pick them up? How's that work? The same thing. I like Yellowstone. I like Yellowstone as a modern Western, but as for an Old West series, 1883 definitely top of the line as far as I'm concerned. like I said, it's got its little inaccuracies, but if you're not sitting there to pick the show apart over the teeny tiniest minute things, it's a good series. It's a real good series. One of the best Western series. Yeah, definitely. No way on here. Well, let me see here. Maybe. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick. Dropped her off 7:30 just to have turn around, pick her back up school 8:40. Oh no. Hatfields McCoy is a good show too. Yeah, it was a good show. Let me see here. See if we can. Nope, that didn't work. Well, I thought I could do private chat, but obviously I can't. Come and get a running attempt. Stomach bugs going around the school. Michigan has some Hatfield McCoy here, not far from me. Email me after the show. Let me see here. There's got to be a way to make this work. Get up here in the comments. Here we go. Bring this back down. Nope, that don't work either. I will, I don't have your email. How about if I call you on the house phone when the chat's over? Are you where you can talk on the phone? All right, let me write this puppy down. F4316567. Okay. All right. All right. Either way, Fish, and I'll get a hold of you when the stream's over. Let me see here. I see him, Barry Corbin. 6666. I have not watched 6666 yet. I have not watched it yet. I just heard about that show last week, and I've not had a chance to watch it yet. So I'm gonna have to check that one out too. Yeah, I'm sorry, a little bit sick, bud. Hopefully she gets to feeling better. With that stomach bug going around hitting these kids, man, it is rough as hell. It's rough as hell. Okay, there's a help group. Ew, that's terrible. Swish, swish, swish. There was more mud in the bottom of that coffee cup than you see along the Red River. That was terrible. Sure, that'll happen. So sorry. Pay attention. I know how you feel, Terry. I know how you feel. I think I've had $25 come in the last month. So I know exactly how you feel. Saying just a temp, stomach ache. Oh, thank God. Actually, it was an episode of Yellowstone setting the scene. So take them speak. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know they're talking about a series for 6666. So I have no clue when it's going to start. The picture I seen had Woody Harrelson in it. So kind of makes me wonder. Chicken soup, Jello. Get a son. I have a lot to pay for right now. Private business hasn't taken off yet. I work on my sister-in-law at her flower shop. Dime. Had it in my truck. That was me. It'll be all right, guys. We'll get it taken care of. The one nice thing about being in a hole is depending upon how you dig your way out. Well, sometimes you're stuck in a hole for a while, and you know, and you need to help. You need a helping hand, a rope thrown, something like that. Other times you can dig your way out. I could go against what my doctors want me to do and go out and try to find a production job somewhere, but then I would end up hurting myself and there wouldn't be a channel anymore. So, and I would not get my disability that we're fighting again for because I went against my doctor's wishes. So, Social Security don't pay attention for me. Social Security don't pay attention for hardly anybody. Social Security is very, very unfair in this country. I know somebody who has had a major back injury. Their doctors give them like a 75% disability rating, and disability gave them $200 a month. Luckily, their wife makes decent money. She's also disabled, but she makes like almost $2,000 a month. So, luckily, they're able to make it by. And I don't know how they can say, oh, you have a physical disability rating, so here's $200, $250 a month, $300 a month, whatever the case may be. Oh, you have a mental disability, but yet you could still volunteer 30 hours a week at this place and do physical labor and stuff like that, but you're going to get $2,000 a month. I'll never understand how that works. The guy with the back injury has to walk on a cane. He can't pick up anything heavier than a cat. Can barely walk, cannot stoop or bend over or anything. But the person who is disabled here that can physically still work and does work, just works for free, makes more than my wife does working 45 hours a week, 5 days a week, every day. And I was able to fix her somehow, make it through. Love 1883, watch it all the time. Yep, don't get much disability a month, but so far it's enough to pay my bills, don't have much anything else. Yeah. Hey, Templar, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good today. because they're paying people who have never worked. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. They're paying a decent money to people who have never worked. But you know, my friend that I know is ex-military. He worked as a correctional officer. He worked as a county sheriff. Um, $200 a month, just enough to keep his car on the road to get her back and forth to work for her volunteer work. Especially since we paid into it our whole lives. Yeah, yeah. So sad how the government handles it. I work for church, food pantry, building, grounds, janitorial, etc. All right, Fish. We'll do it. We'll do. I'll give you a call here in about 10 minutes. Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Templar. Yeah. You know, things are good here. Um, everybody's healthy again. Nobody's feeling the effects from the big ick that ran through the house here a couple weeks ago. Grandma's better. Um, if you watch the Wednesday night stream of the live investigation I did from the kitchen, I just had the camera set out there with a couple of the devices to find out all the little bumps and noises I hear at night. I was actually in here till 3:30. You'll see Grandma run through the kitchen carrying her walker. Wasn't even using her walker. She was carrying it through the house and stuff like that. She's doing so much better. You know, I'm suffering little tiny side effects from the second Moderna shot, but none of the ickiness, none of the sickness, just, you know, body aches and being excessively tired. My God, I look old. I got to do something about this stuff. Time to have another affair with Miss Clairol. That's terrible. Judge deemed me 100% unable to work because I can't sit still for very long. I can't reach above my head. My left arm, so I can't hold a sitting job or a stocking job. You know, and when it's funny, Candy, because when I went through the disability thing last year, when I done the on phone court thing, because you know the pandemic, a lot of that was the issue with me, and the guy that the work specialist or whatever he is that they had there in court. Said that I qualified for 23% of the jobs nationwide. I could do an untrained secretarial position in a big city. I said that, you know, they don't offer anything like that around here. People want their receptionists and stuff to have some kind of an office training or something like that. And they said, no, there are actually untrained receptionist jobs out there. They usually have them in larger cities. I'm like, I don't live in a larger city. And his reaction to that was, I would consider moving. That's why I didn't get it last year. That, and, you know, because of the pandemic and everything, only having phone consultations with my doctors and specialists, that was almost a year of no medical reports. And they didn't take that into consideration. So I think I had a shitty attorney is what it was. Boy, I'm sure people need more. Online same girl. I won't be long before the hair matches. Shh. Tell me about it. I'm getting ready to shave my head again. I'm getting senior citizens commodity box. All seniors get it. Going to storm 11 a.m. What age do they consider a senior citizen? 65. Oh, there you go. 60 plus. That's even better. That means I only got 6.5 years to go. And you know, it's funny. I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that. My mother-in-law is over 65, and she don't even get grandma. 84 years old. She don't get anything like that. Senior citizen commodity box. Never heard of it. Matter of fact, my mother-in-law lives in a senior citizens community building, community complex. And there's no one there under the age of 60 years old. And I've never heard of anybody there. There's 300 senior citizens that live there. Never heard of any of them getting a commodity box, a federal box. That's weird. 1 year, and that guy sounded like a peckerhead. It was a female judge, but yeah, the work specialist guy, I was warned about him before we even went to court. He is assigned to that court in Valparaiso, Indiana. And yeah, he was. I was warned way ahead of time that he was a peckerhead. Must be state by state. It's a food box from USDA. Still never heard of it. She could if you took her to get it. Huh. Wow. I know we have a food truck that comes around once a month to different areas here in the county, but I'll be honest with you, you don't want to eat the food off the back of the food truck. The fresh the vegetables and fruit and stuff like that looks like the kind of stuff that you eat out of a dumpster. Her mom Steph's mom went to the food truck a couple months ago and brought home a bag of oranges. Probably 4 or 5 of the oranges were covered in mold. Bags of potato chips that have been cut open and they just taped them closed. It was terrible. It was terrible. We threw away most of what we got because it was either moldy or the bags were ripped open, or jars had been opened and the seal ripped off the jar and then the lid screwed back on. So you never know what people done to this stuff before it was donated. Have you seen some of the videos on YouTube, what people are doing at Walmart and stuff to different food products? There was that one dude that was going around and opening jars and eating out of them and multiple times, putting his fingers in his mouth, sticking them back in the jar, then screwing the lid back on. One person was going around urinating and stuff. I don't trust. If the seal's broken, if it's not safe anymore, I'm not risking my family's health. I'm canning this year. Put properties and move on. Yeah, I'm looking. All right, Rusty. Have a good day, bud. Take care. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the garden this year. Especially since I'll have a fishing partner that I can, go fishing with, put all my fish guts and my fish heads and stuff in my garden. I'm really looking forward to that. Hey, Amber, good to see you, dear. Just came in to say hello, thumbs up. How you doing, dude? Yeah, a long time no see. To the senior center. Never check with the senior center in your area. Now we do have a a center for aging right here on the edge of town, but I've never heard of that. I will definitely be checking into that, though. The government doesn't weather, scratch, watch, or wind its butt. Yeah, exactly. They don't wind a watch or, yeah, weather the scratch, its watch, or wind its butt. But all right, guys, it is that time. I'm sorry for those of you that just came in. It is time for me to hit it. I have got some business I need to take care of. I've got to start doing design plans for the conventions, banners, getting my videos burnt to DVD so we can play them at the conventions we're going to do this year, the paranormal conventions. I got a lot of stuff to work on. I heard about that. I also heard people sneezing on fresh food. Yep, exactly. Reaching in bags of grapes. Yeah, all that too. You're right. Yeah, just fine. These boxes are not like that here from the food bank. All right, Sonny, I'll check into it. But all right, guys, I've got to hit it and take care of this stuff. Busy. 60 hours a week plus. I just keep telling myself it won't always be that way. One day we'll be huge. We'll be making money. We'll be traveling the country and visiting each and every one of you and doing investigations with you in your area, because I'll find that goose that poops golden eggs. But you guys all take care. Don't forget, we have Yelena on here from Wolf Haunts Paranormal tonight, live from Finland, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about ghost hunting in Finland. We are going to talk about the things that freak her out in an investigation. We are going to talk about the investigations she's gone on that just haven't lived up to the rumors and legends. So regardless, it's going to be fun. It'll be an interesting evening. But that's it, guys. As always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll catch you all tonight. Have a good Friday.
Saturday, August 20th, 2022. Coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormals, UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.